Morning. Today is Tuesday, July 23rd, and I'm doing a quick garden walkabout this morning. It looks like it's going to get rain the rest of the week, and then we're going to be on vacation, and I want to capture what the garden looks like before we go and then when we get back, because I know I'll have lots to do when we get back. These tropical plants, the elephant ears, banana tree, canna lilies, have really liked this hot weather we've had this year. They're doing real well. The elephant ears, though prolific, have not gotten real big, so I'm curious to see when we get back how big they might get. That's the biggest leaf I've got, and I was hoping it would get huge, so maybe when we're gone they'll get bigger, but they're very healthy, all of them. The canna lilies have been looking good. Typically I have a lot of leaf roller problems. So far I've not had that issue this year. I expect that we probably still will as the year goes on. Cucumbers, I have about 9 plants, and they're producing up a storm, and it's a job to get rid of them, to give them to friends, neighbors, people at church. Everywhere I go I have a bag of cucumbers trying to give them away, and they're wonderful. I just can't eat them all. I eat them every day, but 1 or 2 a day. But I really like this trellising system here. It's been really good. I got 2 plants growing in here, 2 different kinds. I've got some thyme that I've been using in some of our recipes. A beautyberry bush. It's got lots of little green berries on it. Big and beautiful here now. It's canna lily. I love these canna lilies. They're so pretty. And I saw this yellow garden spider today. Fortunately, I saw him before he saw me. Spiders are not my favorite things, but he is interesting looking for sure. But I'll leave him alone. 4 o'clock flowers. The brown-eyed Susans, I just think they're beautiful. The white zinnia. And the pink cosmos. I've got some of these burgundy cosmos. They're just starting. More coming. The verbena along the front. And then these are all peanuts, which have self-sowed since last year. I did not put them in this year, but obviously I missed digging some of them out last year, so I just let them do their thing. This brown-eyed Susan is huge. I've got different ideas for this garden next year. I don't really like the hodgepodge of it, but obviously this year I'm gonna let it finish and I'll replant it next year in a different way. This is the cherry tomato, doing amazing. Huge, huge harvest coming, and I've been getting handfuls of them lately. Sunflowers these are the smaller heads, smaller stalks, but they're multi-heads, so they'll keep on producing. And the birds, especially the goldfinch, love them. More cucumbers here, more cucumbers there. Hibiscus. I don't know what's going on with these blanket flowers. I think I've had a big white fly infestation, so maybe that's why they look like this. I don't know. Disappointing because they're so pretty. But I'm sure they'll come back next year, and they're still blooming. I just don't know why the leaves look like they do. But the coneflowers are basically right near the end, but again, yellow finches love them, and I love watching the yellow finches, so I don't cut them back. And just got some, these were yellow coneflowers, but they look white. I think the hot sun is just, I don't know. Maybe that's why, I don't know for sure. And some cosmos come along back there. So everything's kind of looking like the dog days of summer here. These butterfly bush, I think, are done. I don't know what happened. They've not done well the last couple years, so I'll probably take them out and think what else I can replace them with next year. But we'll do that in the fall. And I got some sunflowers back there. They're kind of long and spindly. I don't know why they didn't get nice and thick and tall, but again, they're more for the birds than for me at this point. This is a self-seeded sunflower in that little pot. I would not have put that there, but I don't think it's going to get big. It looks like it's already getting ready to bloom. And that's rue that I got at the farmer's market. These sun patience, these white ones always look spectacular. They get huge. And then this whole mum plant is going to be magnificent in the fall when it starts blooming. Plumeria. I always forget the name of this plant. It's growing well. It's not flowering very much, but it's growing well. I like this color sunflower. This garden's mostly green. We do have 4 more eggs, bluebird eggs in that house. I see Mama coming and going from time to time. The ginger plant back there, and then morning glories and 2 different kind of cucumbers growing up the arch. And I have some coneflowers that I picked and put here, and the goldfinch comes sit on the bench and eat them, and we can watch them from the window. So that's fun to do. So I'm harvesting cucumbers. I harvest probably, I don't know, a dozen or more of cucumbers every day. Brown-eyed Susans, another sunflower there. Some annuals, coneflowers, coleus. Try to keep the flowers off the coleus so the plants will get bigger. The pineapple lily is so pretty. So pretty. Very unique. It's made, I've had it for probably, I don't know, 6-7 years, and it's made the 1 baby so far. Hopefully it will keep on producing. And then this is the flower. I always forget what it is, but this will eventually fill up with dozens and dozens or hundreds of these little white flowers all over the top. It's just starting, so we'll probably miss it when we're on vacation. But I have it in a tomato cage, otherwise it just falls right over. I've got the rain lilies, which we just have been getting lots and lots of rain, and that's what happens. They don't do anything until it rains, and then they give me these little white and pink blossoms. And they're very pretty, and they're sort of hidden over here. It's kind of just a hidden secret that I know about and come out and enjoy after a rain. And these are 2 different types of melons here. This is a canary melon. This is a Charente melon. And that's another one back there. We'll see. Hope I'm gonna miss some of the harvest of the ones I'm growing over in my other garden while I'm on vacation. So I'm trying to see if I can get another plant to take off, and maybe I'll get some this fall. The grass is back there. It looks so pretty. More cucumbers, the green apple cucumbers. And the rice is doing really, really well. I love the color of it. And I just keep it in a pot with no holes so that it stays full of water. It's been liking all the rain we're getting for sure. Again, these are all my cucumbers and tomatoes. The cucumbers are slowing down. Plants are doing great, but I'm not getting as much production out of these. This is my oldest cucumber plants. I think there's 3 of them in here. 2 different varieties, 3 different plants. I'm not getting as many out of there, but there may be some hiding in there that I just can't see. And there's so many bees in there, I don't always like sticking my arms in there to find them. Comfrey is doing good. The snapdragons are hanging in there. I keep deadheading them, and they come back. And parsley, which we've been using, but I grow a lot for the butterflies. And these are the Charente melons, which is I've never had before. I've heard a couple of people tell me they're the best. There's a little cucumber. I've got 1, 2, 3. I thought I had a 4th one. This is the first one I've been watching, and I'm hoping I can harvest it before we leave on Saturday. It's not yellow yet. It's supposed to turn a little bit yellow and be very strong, sweet smelling. And I come out every day and I haven't smelled it yet. I'm watching it, and I'm hoping that we can at least try it before we leave, because I'll be disappointed. But my neighbors will be happy if they get the harvest that I can't have. You can see all these are the China Jade cucumbers. They're long and skinny. Got a bunch of little babies of those coming. My tomatoes were very productive. Plants again are still doing great. Most of them got about 8 feet tall. The most productive plants were the mushrooms, and they were the ones I didn't like at all. I had, I think, 4 of those plants, which is, I think, the most I had of any plant, and it was the most productive. So I had the most of those kind I don't like. I liked every other kind a lot, but I've got a few more of the big reds coming. But most everything else is done. There are flowers, so maybe they will make more babies while we're gone. You can see there's more flowers down here, so we'll see when we get home. But there's There's the mushroom variety that's not my favorite. Lots of birds. Comb flowers that I got at the farmer's market. It's kind of hidden over here in the corner because this is where I had a cucumber that a vine borer took out. So I just stuck this in and it's kind of been fun. It's not getting as much sun, so it's hanging in there. It's a little bit newer than the other ones, but I do really like it. I can enjoy it when I'm back here in the corner looking for cucumbers. There's a little baby cucumber, green apple cucumber there. You can see it's just a jungle. It's hard to find them, and every once in a while I find one and then it's huge and probably not as good because it got so big, but it gives me a lot of fun to come out every morning and just wander through here and look at the flowers and listen to the birds and pick the vegetables. Little clematis, I think they're so unique looking. And I did take out a lot of the black and blue that we planted in here, which brings the hummingbirds right up to our window, but the azaleas are doing their second show and I wanted to enjoy them, so I cut the black and blues down so we could see the azaleas now. And then of course, there's the mockingbird. Our water fountains we put out for the birds. And then the morning glories have done exactly what I was hoping they would do. They've taken over this blueberry cage, which is where we had the loofahs growing last year, and basically covering the top of it, which is what I'd hoped they would do. And the blue ones are my favorite. I don't know why I can't get the blue ones to grow and or bloom, but the pink ones are putting on a show and they're beautiful. And I'm hoping when we get home this thing will be just totally covered and blooming its little heart out. And it's my little nursery area over here, but I got a moonflower and then a little sunflower, little tree I'm growing down here to give to Megan, and where I start my little seedlings, but I won't be here to watch them, so I'm gonna need to get that one more left planted. So that's the yard in July. And you can see the brown spots in the grass from all the drought we had, but then now we're into this big rainy season, so we're getting lots and lots of rain now. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll follow up when we get back from vacation.